Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another sit down video. I haven't done a sit down video in what feels like forever. So today we're going to be just chatting it up, answering some questions about my first trimester. I am currently 17 weeks as of yesterday, so we are moving along. Like, things are just speeding up really quickly, and so I need to do the first trimester before I forget. I did remember to take notes every single week of my symptoms and all of that, so I will give you guys a recap of that. I also asked you guys on Instagram to ask me any questions that you guys wanted me to answer in this video, so I'm going to be starting off with those questions, and then anything else that you guys didn't ask me that I feel like I need to share, then I'll go ahead and share it. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into the video. Okay, so again, no random order. We're just going to hop in and answer questions. This is the first question that I got. It says, what is the thing that surprised you most about pregnancy? I would say the thing that surprised me the most is how quickly your body just changes, like what feels like overnight. So for me, when I didn't know I was pregnant, my boobs were hurting, but I was able to ignore it and just like, whatever, like it's probably just my period coming. But once my brain made the connection that no, we are in fact creating a human being, there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of hormones going on, I feel like that's when everything kind of hit me at once. So the symptoms kind of came in a week right after finding out. I was extremely tired. I mean, there's still days that I think of like the meme that goes, some days I feel good, some days I feel like burnt. So that's literally me. Like some days I'm back to being like normal and like I'm able to do a whole bunch of stuff, and then other days I feel like I need 2 to 3 business days to recover from like a normal day. So I feel like that's the biggest thing that surprised me, that there's so much changes that happen so quickly, and like physical changes that I'm just like, bro, like I don't even have a full-on belly yet, like what's going on? So that's something that I would say that surprised me the most. I did review on my Instagram stories for our anniversary that we found out the gender of the baby. Originally, when I first found out I was pregnant, I wanted to do a gender reveal. That was my burning heart desire. I was like, I want to do a gender reveal. Like, I'm just personally not a party person. I think it's a lot of money and it's usually for other people. No, so I wanted to do one, but then once I started looking into it, I was getting way too stressed out because you want to invite people, but then because I wanted to keep it intimate, but then, you know, we also know a lot of people, so it's like, who do you pick and choose who to invite? It was way too stressful, and so we just decided not to do it, and we just ultimately ended up deciding that we were going to find out just my husband and I, and that's exactly what we did. We are also in a state where we want to eventually get a home. That is our petition, our dream, our prayer. That is literally what we want, and we're actively making choices to just aggressively save so that we can one day get our home. And so the gender reveal kind of seemed like an additional expense that we weren't both like into it. So yeah, there's no gender reveal happening. By the way, I'm answering this question that says, are you having a gender reveal for your socials? Because like I mentioned, Instagram knows that I found out the gender. So my husband and I on our anniversary found out the gender of the baby, and I would say it was literally the best gift ever, like ever, like for us to find out together. And there was just so much anticipation because I was so inquieta, like I really wanted to know. I'm like, what is this baby? I have a feeling I know what it is, but I want to make sure like I'm right, or like if it's the opposite. And so we found out the gender. We're not going to be sharing it just yet because obviously I want to see those things I would do. Like I like doing cute photo shoots or like ways to reveal, you know, different things. So I just haven't come up with an idea on how to share the news with you guys on what the gender is. So we'll see what ends up happening. We'll see how that kind of plays out. But you guys obviously will definitely find out the gender sooner rather than later, so that we could talk about it and we could shop and we can just like have all the fun things. Y pa que no se me zafe, because I'm just already like, oh baby, you know, so I don't want to que se me zafe un día and then I forget that you guys don't know yet. So you guys will find out soon. I just give me some ideas on how I should share with you guys, because I want to do a video or like pictures. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Any weird cravings? I have not had any weird cravings or like food cravings in general, but like if I see a commercial of somebody eating something like mozzarella sticks or something like that, I'm like, ooh, I want that. Yesterday I saw somebody making cinnamon buns, and me and my husband literally went to go get cinnamon buns because when I see it, my brain is like processing it and I'm like tasting it, and it's just like, oh my God, I need to have this right now. And so like that, but nothing like personal craving. Do you use a pregnancy app, Outfit Must, or go-tos? Okay, so I do use a pregnancy app. The one that I use the most is What to Expect, and that one just gives you weekly updates of your baby, what size it is, what's going on in your body and your mood. It's really, really good. And it also has a community tab where you can join different communities and like talk to other women and comment. It's kind of like a Facebook, it reminds me of, where you can put a post and people can comment on it. So they have different ones. I'm like in all the baby name ones because that's where we are right now. We're trying to figure out a baby name. So any baby names, first time mom chats, I'm in all of those. And then I also use the Bump app, which is a little bit more informative and it gives you a lot of good articles to read about. And then Outfit Must or go-tos is honestly, I've been living in leggings. I got like 2 or 3 maternity leggings from Amazon, and I also got like 2 or 3 jumpsuits, bodysuits from Amazon. They're super cute, but obviously being pregnant, you are peeing every 2 seconds, so a little inconvenient, but it still works. I haven't been going out as much. Like I'm usually filming from home, so I can just wear sweatpants in the bottom and like I'm good. Like right now I'm filming with biker shorts because none of my jeans fit me or anything like that, but I have to go shopping for clothes because all of my jeans were tailored to my waist and how it was at the time, and now because obviously I have a little pudge, it doesn't close and it's not comfortable. So any items that I get, I will definitely be doing a haul for you guys to show you what kind of like my style is during pregnancy, but as of right now I'm kind of figuring it all out. Have you changed / added any products in your skincare routine? That is a good question. I will say, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, being pregnant has made me so lazy, and I mean the first 3 months, like I literally wasn't doing anything. I was just sleeping, eating, pooping, sleeping, eating, pooping, like going to my appointments and kind of just hibernating. I feel like it was such a shock, like all around, like mentally, physically, it was just such a shock all around. Look outside of here. Look outside. Do you want to say hi? The boys are here. You want to say hi? Do you want to say hi, Mia? I don't even know what question I was answering. You guys distracted me. Hold on. Oh, my skincare. Yeah, so I have been very lazy when it comes to skincare. In the beginning, I broke out a ton and I kind of just wanted to simplify my routine. My skin also got super duper dry, and I kind of just like, again, I went to like back to the basics. So I used Nivea, CeraVe cleanser, and kept my routine super duper simple. But now that I'm like back to like being myself, or it feels like I'm back to being myself with doing my skincare and stuff, I'm back to using the products that I would like normally use because I feel like the dryness of my skin has gone away. However, I do have ashy lips, like dry lips all the time. I literally have to scrub my lips morning, night, sometimes even midday. Like that's how dry my lips are. I'm always drinking so much water. Coffee is not something I can do anymore because my baby or my body just do not like it. So I know coffee is dehydrating, but I'm not drinking coffee. I'm literally just drinking water and orange juice. So I don't know what's causing me to be so dry with my like lips specifically. So just a lot of lip mask, a lot of lip glosses, hydrating products and stuff like that. Welcome to the madness. I'm really trying to film a video. No, like, just take them. I know, I just threw them out. Okay, this next question asked, is there a nursery theme? And I haven't actually thought of a nursery theme specifically, but I do have like a vision of the vibes that I want to go for. But of course, in the vlogs, you guys will be a part of that journey and my thinking process once you guys know like what the gender of the baby is. But I am working on completely emptying out the room downstairs, which is really exciting. We're gonna be painting, wallpaper, decorating, furnishing, literally my love language. So it's gonna gonna be really exciting, but a theme, I don't have one just yet. How do you deal with anxiety, especially during the first trimester? That is a good question. I mean, for me, when I feel anxious, when I feel like it is so windy, and I wonder if you guys can hear it. I have my microphone. I just actually moved it in closer, but I have my microphone hoping that you guys can't hear the wind, but it is insanely windy and I'm filming by the window. But honestly, how do I deal with anxiety? Jesus. Like, I listen to worship music, I listen to podcasts, I listen to, oh, not the camera shaking. Oh my God. But like I was saying, how do I deal with it? Honestly, God, praying, listening to worship music, listening to podcasts, anything motivational really just gets me out of that headspace. Honestly, it's just a constant thing. So there are days that I'm like a-okay, and then there's days where I'm like, God, I need you like right now. And that's how I've been able to cope with anxiety and just life in general, to be honest with you, because we all have our ups and down moments. And when you're high, praise God, and when you're low, praise God. So just keeping that in mind helps me get through just life. Do you plan on talking Spanish to your child? Hello, that is a Hispanic baby. Of course, definitely gonna be talking Spanish to it. My husband doesn't speak Spanish, but we have this thing that he said he's gonna learn with baby. So while baby's learning Spanish, we're gonna be teaching both of them. That just reminded me of the like TikTok or like the meme that's going around with, I forgot her name, the lady from Caso Cerrado, that she goes, aquí se habla español. Your name is Luna, it's not Moon. So yeah, totally gonna be talking Spanish in the house. And it's good because my husband doesn't talk Spanish. Like, I usually don't talk Spanish at home because who I'm gonna talk Spanish to? But when I'm with my parents, like, I exercise my Spanish. But definitely with baby, I want to do that, buy books and like, of course. But yes, I definitely want the baby to be a bilingual baby for sure. And you're Hispanic. Dime, ubícate. This question says, are you gonna start moving into more mom content? To be honest with you guys, I post what I love to do. I don't feel like I'm married to just doing hair content or makeup content or vlog. Honestly, like, depending on my mood and the season of life I'm in, that's what you guys are going to get, because this is a job that I love to do. I also love it because it kind of molds and bends in with what I'm loving at the moment, right? So I kind of just do what's happening in my life at the time. And obviously I'm gonna be a mom. I'm not gonna be transforming my channel into just mom content. Absolutely not. Like, my baby's not gonna be in every single video. That's not the space, or that's just not what I want it to be. But of course, you know, being a mom is now a part of me. It's a part of who I am. It's gonna be a part of my routine and my life. So you guys will be seeing that. If I find things that I love, I will share with you guys. So definitely gracefully, but I still want to do things that I love, like hair, makeup, and vlogs and all those things. So I think more in the vlogs you would see more like mommy stuff, but I want to have a healthy balance of all parts of me and everything that I love. And just now being a mom, it's just added into the mix. Okay, I don't want this video to get super long, so I'm going to go to my notes to talk about my first trimester and how that whole thing went, some of my symptoms. So here I literally wrote down, I don't know if you guys can tell, every single week I would just like write down my symptoms. I stopped at week 12, which I actually should continue because I'm at week 17. But for I'm gonna speed round through this just so you guys can get understanding, I guess, up to what I was going through in my time. So week 6, real quick, I had really sore boobs, cramping, feels like your period, but it's not as painful. I was super duper gassy, like super gassy. My way to describe it is that it felt like somebody was boiling hot water in your stomach times 10, and it was just really painful, uncomfortable, and it was not a fun time. Definitely not a fun time. I was hibernating. I was sleeping a lot. I don't like coffee or the smell of candles. Coffee, couldn't do it. Still can't do it. Candles, couldn't do it. Still can't do it. Too strong, too powerful. It's just like, well, not a good feeling. So candles are a no-go. And brushing my teeth at week 6 was making me gag still at week 17. If I brush my tongue, I gag, and it's really nasty, especially since my stomach is empty. It's just like, this is nasty. And I was super bloated week 6. Recap of week 7, really sore boobs. I wasn't as gassy, but my back started to hurt. I started peeing a lot in week 7, and I wasn't sleeping comfortably at all. No matter what I was doing, I was just so uncomfortable. My back was hurting, my boobs were hurting. I couldn't lay on my stomach, couldn't lay on my back, so I was like stuck to laying on my side, and it was just just not fun sleeping, and I was still extremely bloated. Week 7, I had really sore nipples. I hope you can say that, but I had really sore nipples. I vomited for the first time at week 8. I was still sleeping a ton. Like, I'm talking about 3 to 4 to 5 naps a day. Like, I would just be up to eat and then I would just go back to sleep. It was a serious time, okay? It was all a blur at this point, but I'm glad I wrote it down because I was just sleeping all the time. I got my first blister. I am not one to get sore. What is it? Blisters, cold sores, not one to get that. And for the first time ever, I got one on my lip, which was really uncomfortable. My pants started to fit me really tight around my stomach because I was constantly bloated, and it wasn't a bloat that you can like suck in. No, I couldn't suck it in. It was really uncomfortable. So by week 8, my pants already weren't fitting comfortably around my little like tummy area because all my pants were also high-waisted. I don't have like low-rise jeans, so they all are high-waisted. And at week 8, I got my first pair of maternity leggings, which I have been wearing to this day. Obviously, week 8, they were extremely big on me. Even now at week 17, extremely big on me because I don't have like a round belly yet, but way more comfortable than any of my leggings. My Fabletics leggings were super tight. It was just uncomfortable when I sat, so I had to get maternity leggings, and I've been using them. Literally the best purchase ever. Highly recommend. I'll link the ones that I got below, and I'll also link the jumpsuit that I got below. And then at week 8, I also noticed that my hair started getting extremely dry. Now, you guys know that I am the type of person to constantly deep condition, moisturize my curls, take care of my hair, and even though I was like sleeping all the time, I still would like, when I took my showers, like I still would make sure that I was washing my hair. Like my hair is, I'm never one to like descuidar my hair. Like I'm not one to neglect my hair. That's not really me. Even if I'm sick, like I'll be in bed for 2 days, but by the 3rd day, I'll wash my hair, deep condition it, do all of the things. But even with that, my hair was insanely dry. I didn't know what to do with myself. And that's around the time where I scheduled my haircut because I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work for me. Like this is too much. On week 9, I started to actually feel nauseous for the first time. I didn't really get nauseous that much, thank the Lord Jesus, but week 9 was probably the worst. I threw up a couple times that week, and I had super dry lips. Look, that all started back in week 9. That's crazy because till this day, again, week 17, my lips are still insanely dry. I actually gotta go back and like write all these symptoms. So my lips were super dry and my face broke out in like a whole bunch of hives. I think I showed you guys that video in the pregnancy announcement video or on Insta stories. I think I showed it somewhere, but my skin was so textured, so many spots. It was pretty bad, and that happened for me in week 9. I also got super duper sick. That was in January, in the beginning of this year. You guys, I feel like it was worse than like COVID and flu and everything. And for personal reasons, I am not taking Tylenol. I am not taking any over-the-counter medicine. So that just made the healing process so much more longer because you're relying on like more natural things, which take a little longer to work. And so I felt like I was literally on my deathbed for like 3 days, and all of that happened in week 9. I was starting to feel dizzy, still sleeping a lot, and I was bloated still at week 9. Week 10, I started to get headaches. I started to break out with acne. If you guys see my content, usually I don't really get much breakouts in my adult late 20s, early 20s. I used to have so many breakouts, but I would get like a pimple there occasionally. But by week 10, I started breaking out in my face, my chest. I'm still dealing with chest acne, which I've never ever gotten before. So I'm dealing with that. I was still sleeping a lot. I had a lot of back pain by week 10 still. And I had days where I was on and off nausea. 2 more weeks and we're almost done. By week 11, I had headaches. I was bloating. I didn't have any more sore boobs by week 11, but now at week 17, they're super sensitive, like super duper sensitive. And all I can think of is I hope the sensitivity goes away when it's time to breastfeed, because if not, I'm probably going to be crying the whole time I'm breastfeeding. Like I will be crying because it's just so sensitive, and I cannot imagine like sucking. I just can't. I'm just like, this is going to be so painful. So breastfeeding mamas, let me know if it gets better, like your breastfeeding journey, because wow, it is something I want to do, but I'm just like, I can't imagine how painful that's going to be if this sensitivity doesn't go away. Oh, I forgot to tell you, which one was I? I did get constipated, you guys. TMI, I did get constipated, but TMI, I'm a great pooper, okay? Pooping it's just one of my skills, but after week 11, and till this day I literally struggle. Okay, it's a whole thing. Okay, and I read up on it. I know it's normal, but again, I've never struggled with constipation, so it's so frustrating where you feel like you have to use the bathroom and you literally cannot. You can't push that hard, like, hello, se te va a salir muchacho, like you can't do that. So it's been an adjustment period. So that's literally why I'm like always drinking water, because, and even with that, like, I don't know what's going on in there, but we got to get it together because I need to go back to my regular, you know? Okay, and I think that's about it for week 11. Oh, at week 11, I bought the baby's first coat, which is so stinky cute. I went to Zara, and that was the first piece of clothing that I bought for the baby was at week 11. Week 12, I was still constipated, started getting nauseous again. I was lightheaded, and I had back pain, was starting to feel dizzy, headaches. I started to feel really heavy and like sluggish. I mean, I was sleeping, I wasn't working out or like being active at all. So I guess by then my body was just like, baby girl, get up and move. Because I started to feel heavy. My bubbly stomach came back. She said, hello, I am back. And my boobs started getting bigger. And like their shape started changing too. That is kind of like the first trimester recap with all of my little symptoms and things that have gone. Thank God I have not been like dying over a toilet. I haven't been like crazy nauseous. It's very sporadic, and I threw up really bad 2 times. The first time was because a scent that my husband was using to clean, I couldn't take it. It was right after Thanksgiving. No, it was right after Christmas. I threw up my whole Christmas dinner, and then about 3 or 4 weeks ago when I went to Starbucks to get coffee for the first time ever, because I was craving it so bad. I was like, oh my God, I want a coffee. It's so good. Like, I just want a coffee. I enjoy that cup of coffee, okay, at the moment. But that night, it was embarrassing. Okay, it was really embarrassing how much I was throwing up, where it was coming out of. It wasn't fun. And it was for like 3-4 hours straight. And I knew it was the coffee. So yeah, that wasn't fun. And I'm glad that's not an everyday occurrence, because whoo, that is a lot. That is a lot. But that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for sending your questions. If you guys send them over on Instagram, if I missed anything or you want me to answer a specific question, you can always comment it down in the comments down below. Also, let me know if you guys are pregnant too. If you are, what is your due date? Is this your first, second, third, fourth, fifth? Let me know. Also, if you know your baby's gender, let me know, because I also want to know. And that is all for today's video. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.